Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Jaren Jackson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And for the Spurs, R.J. Barrett is out there with Josh Giddey. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Paul George, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are excellent defensively. Tell us why.
Well, defense starts with effort, and all of these guys really compete. They take pride in that defensively, and boy, you love to see it.
Now, here's Barrett. George, that's a two-pointer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got the first points of the night for the Spurs. Pass to Kennard. Out to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
Unloads from 13. Giddey, no good. Brunson the pass to Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
I mean, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
And, Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
And they've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And that one drops for him.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
The pass to Kennard. They get a hand on it. Paul George with the steal. Giddey with it. Brunson picks him up. And Giddey gets it to go.
Oh, sweet lean in. Just no defense around. Probably could have gone straight up.
Passes it to Jackson. Over Barrett. And Jackson gets it to go.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here is George. Pass to Giddey. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. They're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Giddey against Brunson. Takes it out to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Leonard's got 5 now.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Our promo team is looking to throw out some T-shirts to the loudest section. Get out!
Let's see some of the numbers here for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, at the elbow, it's George. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Puts it up from 15. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Brunson. Unloads. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Joe's checked in, and it's Fulton for Josh Giddey.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Here's Joe. Here's Pirtle. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Pass to Brunson. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot.
Here's Fultz. Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Boston. And the pass to Leonard. Fades. And Pirtle pulls it down. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Joe. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Brunson.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long, they've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big roles in so many big games. What a strong foundation, and now you've just got to keep building.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Passes to Fultz. A shot's good on the assist by George.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for Boston, Jaren Jackson Jr.
And the second free throw, good. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. George, no good. Leonard from deep, 3-point land. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for San Antonio.
25.
Going on an absolute...
The Celtics, 23.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Russell Westbrook out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jackson, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Joe. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And sometimes you're just helpless trying to guard Paul George. When he's got all aspects of his game cooking, turn the lights out.
Leonard with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Fultz, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Kennard's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Westbrook. Now the pass to Kennard. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo remains so consistent. He said, I want to get to the position that my game is boring. People don't talk about it because I do it every single night, but I don't get bored. The greats, the best players, never get bored. They always give their best every given night, and that's my mindset. Kevin?
Oh, DA, I love it. Thank you so much for the report.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Fultz against Kennard. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Prince is checked in for San Antonio. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
There's the lob to Jackson. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis flies the other way.
And the strength Giannis has in his upper body allows him to just brush off the contact and complete that play.
Here's Leonard. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shot's now starting to fall.
Fultz dishes to Pirtle. That shot no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now Kennard. 12 points for him. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by the Spurs. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Corey Kispert comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Russell Westbrook. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Prince outside. Pass to Barrett. Back to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. San Antonio again missing. Pass to Kispert. Back to Brunson. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barrett the pass to Morris. Now, Antetokounmpo, he's covered by Leonard. Tries it from 9. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Morris. Giannis has got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second. You got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
R.J. Barrett entered the league with confidence and an ability to get off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Brunson's got 15. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Morris. And he overshot that one, missing.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Prince against Leonard. Outside Prince. Here's Giannis. Here's Pirtle. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Spurs.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They created some momentum for themselves in the second and went into halftime up by 3. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio?
I like how they're working the ball down low and finding easy looks. They may be tempted to switch things up in the second half, but I say stay.
And now with the second.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
George is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Giddey in at the point guard. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
Well, despite pretty good contest on the interior, R.J. Barrett doesn't back down and makes it look easy.
And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a one-point game as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Brunson against Giddey. Brunson, no good. Spurs shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Giddey. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brunson. And Poeltl sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Poeltl when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brunson the pass to Leonard. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul.
San Antonio leading by 4. Giddey the pass to Antetokounmpo. Barrett against Kennard. Pass to Giannis. Back to Barrett. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Boston making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. And here's Leonard. 10 points for him. From deep, Brunson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight. Leonard against George. Back to Giddey. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Spurs making a switch here. Arabia's checked in. From deep, Brunson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Thibault, defended by George. Thibault kicks to Leonard. Over Barrett, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Leonard.
Well, the mid-range absolutely a part of Kawhi Leonard's offensive arsenal. Defense can't expect him to pass those up.
Uncovered. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, every team needs rebounders. Check out the league's top rebounders. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4th.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
The Spurs making a switch here. Joe's checked in. Marjanovic checked in for Boston. Osman comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Giannis passes to Giddey. Here's Joe, defended by Thibault. There's the pass to Giddey. Puts the move on, and he sinks the layup. Giddey's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs celebrated their 50th season in San Antonio last year. It was a tremendous legacy for one of the 4 ABA teams to join the NBA in 1976. The Spurs hosted a game against the Warriors with more than 68,000 fans in attendance. It was the most ever for a regular season NBA game. And loyal fans continue to support their home team. Kevin?
They've been so loyal. David, thank you. Absolutely. This is a great market. Spurs working the ball around now. Antetokounmpo, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
George against Leonard. Brunson with a clean look. No good with the triple.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Leonard gets it to go.
The toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Passes it to Giddey. Releases. And Boston with the rebound. Brunson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Pass to Joe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good. Prince is checked in for the Spurs. Markelle Fultz comes in for Josh Giddey. The Celtics also with a sub. Kennard's checked in. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Brunson against Fultz. Now here's Brunson. 20 points for him. Shot clock at 3 from 17 feet out. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the 3. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Celtics out in front as they end the 3rd quarter on a 15-6. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Get out, man! Get out of here!
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Jaren Jackson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kennard in at the two-guard spot. Boston leading by 3. Brunson the pass to Jackson. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Fultz. And George, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Jackson. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And George kicks to Fultz. And it's good, 2 points.
Wow, what a nimble move on the interior by Fultz. He touches the paint and wants to score it.
Here's Kennard. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Barrett. Fultz against Brunson to take the lead, and Barrett with the basket on the assist from Fultz. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside Leonard. On deep, Brunson gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 25 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Prince looking around. It's Barrett on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. There's a lob to Jackson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Here's Barrett. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 3rd assist on the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Leonard. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
Fultz against Brunson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Fultz against Brunson. And here's Leonard from 3. Fails to fall. This number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since. Markelle Fultz under duress. Big-time shot.
Brunson against Fultz. Brunson with it. Left side, Leonard. Over George. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Let's Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
San Antonio calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jalen Brunson.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Spurs. To the wing on the left. Pirtle kicks to George. Pirtle trying to get open. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 4. No good from Finney-Smith. Antetokounmpo inside. Finney-Smith defending. And Giannis gets it to go.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Fultz looking around. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Fultz. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score in the interior. That's nicely done.
Passes it to Brunson. Over Fultz. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Markelle Fultz. Here's George to take the lead. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Back along for the Celtics, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
And I love how unafraid Brunson is. You can tell he loves the challenge of the moment.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
So he gets them both.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Here's Brunson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
That one falls for Brunson.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Giddey the pass to George. To Giddey. For 3. Yes! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, my goodness. Josh Giddey in a big-time moment decides to knock it down.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Here's Brunson.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Now George. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line. That is absolute best.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
When we got the Spurs,
So it's the Celtics now. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And Boston has possession. Antetokounmpo out there with Pirtle. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's George in at the small forward. Paul George with the steal to take the lead. And it's good on the way in. George has got the first points here in the overtime period for the Spurs. Giddey against Brunson. And here's Leonard from three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. And the Celtics lead by one. And here is Giddey. There it finds Antetokounmpo over Finney-Smith. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Kennard. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him. R.J. Barrett might be young, but he does not shy away from the big moments. Good delivery, young sir.
Brunson against Pirtle, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 34 points.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
George, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Barrett, count that one as his seventh make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
It's good from beyond the arc.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And George kicks to Barrett. George passes to Giddey. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Barrett. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And that's an intentional foul.
Paul George. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Foul. Paul George. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting from Boston.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Two shots.
Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. And boy, this guy can light you up.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 34 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
They're trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Antetokounmpo kicks to George. Over Finney-Smith. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
4 personal fouls. 3rd team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for 2.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Giddey the pass to Barrett, and George now top of the key. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Barrett. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting from Boston.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
George, no good. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Kawhi. How do you evaluate your team's progress at this point in the season?
We got to come out and just have the same mindset and energy every night. You know, that's the thing that we're working on, trying to be consistent at, and just knowing the game plan. And, you know, once we get that down and we start making our shots, it's going to be very hard to beat us.
And you're winning games in the meantime, man. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.